Today, the metal world is in mourning. Brent Hinds, guitarist, co-founder of Mastodon, the eccentric soul who blended Alabama bluegrass with the crushing weight of sludge metal, is gone. He was only 51 years old, but his legacy is heavier than that of many musicians who lived twice as long. August 20th, 2025. Atlanta, Georgia. A Harley-Davidson roars down the road. On it, Brent, living as he always had, wild and free, riding a motorcycle as if it were an extension of his music. But then, a BMW SUV fails to yield. The collision is fatal. And right there, Brent Hinds leaves this world without a chance to play one final riff. Mastodon released a brief statement. They are in a state of unfathomable sadness. Fans across the globe lit digital candles, shared photos, and filled social media with one simple phrase: "Thank you, Brent." But who is Brent Hinds? And what made him so different from every other guitarist? Brent grew up in Alabama, far away from Hollywood, far from the lights of the big music industry. He was raised on banjo, bluegrass, and country. His hands learned fast picking, patterns and strange melodies that danced like southern rivers. And that, later, became the DNA of Mastodon riffs that twisted and turned. Not rigid and mechanical, but organic, fluid, alive. In 2000, alongside Troy Sanders, Bill Kelliher, and Bran Daler, Brent founded Mastodon. Over the next 25 years, the band became one of the most innovative forces in modern metal Grammy winners, genre-defying, always pushing the boundaries. And at the center of it all was Brent, wielding giant hollow-body guitars that no one expected to see in metal. He wasn't just playing notes. He was carving sound. But Brent was never someone easy to contain. He spoke openly about how much he hated the business side of the music industry. Contracts, negotiations, managers, it all disgusted him. To Brent, music was blood and breath, not numbers. Sometimes he showed up on stage half drunk. Sometimes he blasted his bandmates or critics with brutal honesty. But that was the truth of Brent. He was always himself. No mask, no filter. And he wasn't just a metal guitarist. He built strange side projects. Fiend Without a Face, a surf rock country punk hybrid with horror undertones. West End Motel, a twisted mix of folk, blues, and dark humor. Brent lived as a true artist, defying genres, defying rules, defying expectations. But his life carried scars. In 2007, after performing at the MTV Movie Awards, Brent was assaulted and left in a coma after an altercation in Los Angeles. He survived, but the trauma left its mark. Many fans believe that was the turning point, when Brent embraced life even more recklessly, as if every day could be his last. And then, early in 2025, shocking news broke. Brent left Mastodon after 25 years. The official statement called it a mutual decision, like a marriage that had simply grown apart. But Brent's version was darker. He claimed he had been kicked out, calling his former bandmates terrible people, and accusing them of arrogance. The split left fans divided. But one truth remained: free spirits like Brent were never meant to be tamed. Away from the spotlight, Brent lived a quieter life most people never saw. He kept animals on his small farm in Georgia. He carved wood, made strange sculptures, and occasionally exhibited them in small galleries. He could spend hours with a carving knife, with the same intensity he had when writing riffs. Art was his escape, his parallel world. Now, with his passing, Mastodon will never be the same. The metal world has lost an innovator, but Brent's legacy will continue to live on in every Mastodon riff, in every young guitarist daring to mix genres, in every artist bold enough to be themselves in a world that demands conformity. Brent Hinds may have left this world in tragedy, but perhaps that was always part of his spirit, to live fast, live wild, live true, and leave without compromise. In the music world, there are countless guitarists, but only a few truly invent a new language with 6 strings. Brent Hinds was one of them. Farewell, Brent. We'll keep hearing your riffs echo on, like the eternal roar of a Harley on a road that never ends.